In today's video, I'm going to release the catalog for MCP-for-j, a catalog of add-ons that will allow you to use MCP-for-j to not only use artificial intelligence to AI to do core Joomla things, but also for some of the most popular free Joomla extensions and also for some pro extensions. So my phone just made noise. I forgot to turn off the sound. So there we go. Hey there, Joomla fans. Excuse me. Oh, I gotta start smoking filters. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning into Watch Me Work live stream number. Oh, I've forgotten already what the number is. Oh my goodness. I'm just that coughing really threw me off. I think it's 342. I think it is. Here on the basic Joomla channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and oh man, what a mess, eh? I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them, do all the stuff. If you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or just to get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com, and let's talk. Today's video Today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Yeah, of course you do. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for your Joomla site. Do you use JCE editor on your website and you've not updated it to the very latest version, which is like 4.9.99.6 or something like that, then you should go get your free scan on mysites.guru because your site is probably hacked. Yes, so I've been using mysites.guru a ton in the last week or so. With that vulnerability that was found in JCE editor, a lot of sites hacked, and mysites.guru has just been powerful to help me clean up some hacked sites. And not too many of the sites that I was managing for clients got hacked. I got on it pretty fast, but then there's been other people who I don't manage their sites, or they don't. Anyways, I've been doing it. Let's see here. Hello in chat. Mary is away from office, and so she's going to watch a replay. Hello to Bjorn. Hey, everybody, if you're watching, if you give the video a like, that would be great. There's Ivor. Bjorn says, shitty fishing, I see. Actually, no. Well, ironically, that's a picture that, oh, yeah, and I'll show you the picture here. Let me just turn this off. Oh, this is a picture of me and Susan when we were whale watching with our friends a few weeks ago. Yeah, we weren't fishing, although we saw some great pictures. We saw some humpback whales feeding. It was really great. They were right at the surface. I have to track down those pictures because the whale watching company was taking pictures, which allowed us just to watch and enjoy things. Well, interesting that you should comment that, Bjorn, because this is just a little bit past where Victoria's sewage treatment plant is, right down at the water. But it looks fine. So, and it's all treated. So that is good. So that's that's today's picture looming in the background. So let's turn our attention to the screen and we'll get right at it. Bjorn says he's moving into using CodeMirror. Use AI anyway. They don't need to see the output in the browser. Okay. Yeah, if you're doing that, if you're not using the editor, you don't need an editor. Now, all right, so where are we at today? Last week we were working, I released MCP-for-j, which is an extension that allows you that is installed on your Joomla site, so that if you give it the API key, Joomla API key to your AI, it can access the MCP, the Model Context Protocol, all the rules that, all the things that, if you click on a save button, it sends a code into the, it sends a command or code into Joomla. Basically, AI cannot click on buttons, So you just give that code to AI and it does all the things. And you can, it's sometimes complicated to set that up on a server or on your computer. And with this extension, you don't need to do it. Now, so we were looking at that last week. Now this week, I want to get the catalog of add-ons working in MCP-for-j. So I have one for Akeeba Backup, free, the free version. I have one for Ars Tickets Pro, for SEO Pro, and I think another one in there for one of my own extensions. But my long-term plan for this extension is that it's going to be free to do the Joomla MCP things and to use the MCP on free extensions. And you have the Pro extensions that you're going to have to buy a membership to use the add-ons that do the MCP for the Pro extensions. And that's where I'm in the process of getting sorted out. Yes, I am in Joomla 5.4.6 right now on my site because I have not, because I've been working on everyone else's site. And so anyways, well, I'll get there. Now, you see, I've got a few things, a few updates that are available. So the first thing I'm going to do is release version 2 of MCP-for-j. So you can get it off of the site here. And then I'm going to tweak the access. And my plan today is that anybody, just for testing right now, I'm just going to, all the extensions will be available. And then later on, when I come out with the Pro version, for those of you that are helping to test, I will probably leave you on the special rate for renewal, or I don't know, I'm going to do something. So anyways, let's look at that, get it working today, and I will figure it out from here. All right. So let me just show you the preview of what I've got, and then I will work on getting this released. Okay, so if we go to components and MCP-for-j, right, go to the dashboard. All right. We've already seen that you put your API token in, and I know that people seeing it here, but that's all right. I'm going to refresh that later on. And then what is new here is that this Pro membership activation. So I have, for instance, right now, I've got a membership email, bob@cybersalt.com, just a random name that I picked, and it has an active membership. And so it can now install Pro add-ons from the catalog. And if we go up here, I have this browse MCP add-ons. And so here's the MCP for SEO and for the free version of Akeeba Backup Core. CyberSalt Release Manager, which is what I'm using to manage the releases. I've got that. And then here's Ars Tickets Pro. Now, a few things do not work here, and that is that if I click on installing this, it's going to give me an error. So that's something I need to fix. And then Bob is Bjorn. Yes. Of Bremnes. Yes. I actually didn't even think of that when I picked Bob, but it's fine. It's working great. So I need to get this just working so that this can be installed. And then I need to get it so that, and I think I'll add another one today. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to open up Visual Studio and File, and I'm going to go to Open Folder, and we're going to go down to MCP-for-j and open that. Okay. And let me just, looks like the Visual Studio update. And just so you can see it as I'm working away in Visual Studio here, I'm going to drag it onto the page here. And here's everything I've been doing. And here's my versions. Here's my latest version here, MCP-for-j. Yeah, this is working on version 2 right now. So I'm going to say, let's get this working here. if I can get adding this working, then next I will then I can release this version. You guys can install it, and then we can play around with the catalog. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I maybe have already dealt with this, but down here, and I'm just going to talk to. Oh, here I'll just type. I have a member authenticated with an active license, and they and when trying to install a plugin, a pro plugin, I get this message. And we'll post the message, and I'll say, okay, so I'm going to do that. Let's see what it says. All right. I'm getting the hang of my release manager here, and oh, I might have actually fixed this, and it's telling me that it's already there. So let's see, system, open a new tab, install extensions. I do have errors in the database, but that's because of different versions of my own extensions that I am working on. So I'm going to tidy that up. And let's see here. It looks like it might be uploading it right there. Okay, so then, all right, so there's something I did not have installed here, which means the latest version, I believe, is going to be here, and I reveal that in Explorer, and the date modified. Wants me to do that one. That's 1139. Release manager. Present and ready. Where is that one? 1139. 1:10:1. Okay, so I need to install this latest package, and I will go back to here and refresh, and I'm going to install that. Okay, that one did not work. Let's try this one here. That one did not work. All right, installed and no difference. I'll paste that, and I will paste this and see what's happening. All right, so let's see here. I really wanted to, I tried so hard to have this done and released before the weekend, but there's just so much work came up. And then of course there's the SP Page Builder, a vulnerability that is out. And so I have some clients that I am working on updating them to the latest version of that. And then of course regular things coming up. So I really need to get this humming along. I am excited to say, though, that as you know, I bought virtualarttemplates.net. I sold the first template at the early on in the week, which was really fun. And so I also been doing some work. I had to update the template that they bought because it was one of the ones that I didn't have in Joomla 5 native. And the reason I'm doing Joomla 5 native is because Virtuamart does not work in Joomla 6. So where are you talking about? It reads 1.8.1. Oh. All right. It seems to think I put in the wrong one. So it might be this one here. know why. Ah, it's this. Yeah. I'm going to tell it right now. Come on. I installed this one. Control copy. I installed. There. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Oh my goodness. I've opened up the wrong folder. Okay, gotcha. It's not that. I want to go File, Open Recent, and I want to do Release Manager. Whoops. All right, Reveal and Explore. There we go. That was my mistake. And we will go to here, Control Shift and R. And all right, so MCP add-on for SEO. Okay, great. Is installed. Okay, and that worked. And we can install the Akeeba backup. Core. Yeah, and okay. Now, why does it say install disabled? Let me just get a screenshot here. All right, that was my bad. Okay. Oops. Oops. Okay. Why do the pro versions show? And we'll do that. And what do they show? They show installed. It might be that those plugins, let's go System, open a new tab, manage extensions. Let's look at the most recent ones installed. Oh yeah, they're not enabled. All right. So that's another issue that we have, but that's good that this is working. Enabled. Oh, enable add-on. Oh, there we go. Ah, look at that. Okay, so I think, okay, that's good. That is working. I also, when there's a new version of these available, they show up in here too. Okay, so then that means that 10.1. Okay. 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 Did you accidentally bump the version? Unmask. Let's see. Let's see. Old element name. Okay. Something is definitely so MCP. Fresh catalog. Okay, I think. Okay, so one thing that said there, enabled. JCSRM. Let's go to here. JCSRM. Okay. Search for CSM. Okay, it's just telling me that I have this old extension here that I need to put in. Okay, this is the one it's telling me to remove here. Action, uninstall. Yes. All right, so I believe what I can do next then is I'm going to release this and we will start to play around with the licensing. All right, now, so in order to do that, I need to go into here. And I'm going to say, all right, so let's do this. Okay, let's do a version jump to jump for the extension. To 1 to 2.0, 2.0. But first, do a security review. Anything you find. All right. So I will, all right, so that's good. We're in a place where we can do that. And then I will be able to, then we'll be able to play around with the plugins. And we might actually get into add-ons. We might actually get into doing another add-on today. I have a client who's struggling with some issues in ad agency, Joomla ad agency. So it looked like he's doing some AI things. So I thought, oh, that would be a great add-on for that. Not too many people use it, but he's on my monthly management plan, so I'm happy to help him with that. What? Yes, I'm going to release both of those now. And actually, so that's changed this. The CS release manager will release it as version 1. What's the next one? We'll leave it in version 1, but the next number up, we don't need to go to 2. All right, just doing a review of a bunch of stuff. We'll get there. I know this is not scintillating YouTubeage here, but it is work that I have to get done. And once I get Release Manager working well, then I have a bunch of other things. I just, you know how if people are hosting with SiteGround, there's a WordPress plugin that interacts with their cache. I've developed one for Joomla, and I just am about to release that. So that will be, in fact, it might already be working. Let's see, here it is, SiteGround. Oh, it is. There you go. Now, that's good to see. just while we're here, I'm going to go into that content and articles, and I need to go into CyberSalt SiteGround cache and content, and right here, I'm going to put in a read more. And then this one here, Pro membership activation, I need to change the date on that. Pro membership activation. And then I'm going to put a read more there. This is an explanation of these, that the add-ons in oh, this is the instructions for Pro membership activation. All right, let's see what happens there. The plugin extension for mod article you can get to work in J6.1. Are you talking about the one that I made? Oh, that one. Oh, you can't get it to work and say, oh, well, we'll get that working. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, well, okay, we'll do that today before it's over, Bjorn. Let's just let this chugging away here. Okay, so here we have Release Manager. And when I go and look at the total number of packages that we have here, there's CyberSalt SiteGround cache. And remove sample data, that's in there. A few things here. And okay, so first of all, Release Manager. I don't think I have Release Manager in. Oh, yeah, we do. MCP Add-On. Oh, for Release Manager. I don't have Release Manager in here, but here's MCP-for-j, and you'll see right now that is the write-up for it. And then if we go to package versions, MCP-for-j is this one here. And you'll see the latest version is 1.10.2. That's the file for it. And a little description. So I still need to fill these in a bit better. But I'm going to be changing this. MCP-for-j, I'll be changing that. And I think that, oh, it doesn't show. No, I don't have that on there yet. So maybe I'll add that now. That would be good work to do today too, practicing this. So yeah, we'll work on that. I'm gonna try telling Claude to update both of these in CS Release Manager. And then we will see. I'm still investigating and learning a lot of this process. In fact, it's funny, you know, because some of the stuff that I've made, that I have made, I need Claude to explain to me. So. And that will be good practice adding that, Bjorn. Okay, it's moving along. Change log, that's good. All right, so I have not checked. I think soon. Elisa Foltine, who is the Joomla president, was talking with her, and she's going to come on the channel and talk about the Sovereign Tech Fund. And there's been a lot of discussion about that in Joomla. I'm hoping next week. I haven't checked my emails yet today to see if that's being set up, but hopefully next week. Okay, both are built. Okay, I forget what I was going to do regarding the packages. What did we hey, what did we decide? I know I asked this question last week. Bjorn, you liked I think what did I choose to do? It was whether we put the date in or not in the zip files. And I couldn't remember. What was it that you preferred, Bjorn? Because I think we ended up doing the opposite. I don't remember. Okay. Um, hmm. Oh boy, if I could remember, you know, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask right here and right now. In the chat discussion in last week's Watch Me Work live stream, I asked a question about whether to just have version number in release packages or to include the date and time. And I made a decision, but I don't remember which one. Read back through that chat and tell me which one I chose. There we go. We will see. Well, Ivor, what about making a document with versions and dates that you can update? I would, yeah, I don't want to have to update documents. I will show you this though. If I go to virtualmarktemplates.net and go to template compatibility, this is a page that shows the templates that have been updated. I have custom fields for each template, and it shows their version, and then this pulls from there and displays them. So it originally was just a table that the previous owner or owners just went in and updated and put the versions in. But I'm only going to offer right now the latest version that was released, and then I just want it to be automated. So so we're just waiting on that before I'm just looking. And so Bjorn, last week you said you liked version 1.1 and not with the date on it. and I think I opted to go with the date on it. But Mary liked that. Okay. You see, I took last week's chat and put it in. And here's what it says. Mary likes dates. Bjorn liked only version. Can you just make a list externally with versions, dates? Dates are clunky. What I decided. Yeah, so I decided to just go with versions. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Just versions. So we need to go into here. When bumping to a new version and then making it available for and releasing it, make a file that only has the version number at the end of it. Drop the year and date. So do that with those two packages and then update them on cybersalt.com using the release manager, which is available through MCP-for-j on that site. This I'm going to have to train. By the way, those templates, I'll just show you this Avant template, first one I did, or Axon, took me 3 days to train Claude to update. And then these next couple of ones, Avant, Echo, and Dynamic, I think they took me about almost a day each. But this Serenity one, the last one I did, only took me about 3 hours. And Claude did most of it. So I'm hoping to get it so that I can do all these other templates. I can get Claude to fix them up maybe in an hour. Half an hour would be great. So again, with Claude here and updating these extensions, I need it to get trained and have a skill so it does it reliably, but we'll see what it does right here. Because as we go here, we're going to go MCP-for-j. And so right now it's showing version 1.10.2. That should go to 2 next. All right, so we just have to wait to see when it said that it's done that. All right. So to have the latest version of MCP-for-j, I'm going to do this. Latest version of Release Manager. That's the latest one there. Version 1.11.0. So that's running the latest one. And then I go here and make sure that the latest MCP-for-j2 is running there. Okay, so now let's see. All right, so this is uploaded MCP-for-j2, which means if I go to here and refresh, okay, it's not updated yet. Okay. See if that's fixed there now. All right, let's see what's happening here. Release manager. We'll refresh. There's MCP-for-j. All right, it's the latest. There's the old one there. If I go into here, I think I can get a short code down here. Always the latest. Copy. That should be show. Oh, let's just clean the cache here. Okay. Joomla companion MCP-for-j. Let's close that. Did I use the wrong tag here? No, that's not the one I want. It's this one here. And oh, it's okay. I see what the issue is. I do not want that. That's hard coded in there. This is supposed to be the tag that's there. I'm gonna have to work on that. But now if we refresh. Okay, everybody. All right, so that is released and working. So there's the URL for you to download version 2. Now I have it in here. We go to here and go close, and we go go to system, update sites, go to MCP for Joomla, and it looks to cybersalt.com, com release manager, Oh, and that's the version that it's looking for right now. Okay, I'll have to see what's going on there. System, update extensions. Now I believe, and it looks like it's Bjorn and Ivor here right now. I believe that you guys already have a profile on my cybersalt.com site. So I'm going to look, because then I will have to add you. If you go and install that and just and actually, here's what I'll get you to do. I don't know if that updater is working here or not. If you install that, okay, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete that old one. I just want to make sure that the updating URL is working. You guys go ahead and download and install that. And then okay. And then I will get you activating as I'll get you added to get you to activate It's installed. Okay, great. So appreciate you guys doing this. So Ivor, so if you, the next thing that you would do, components, MCP-for-j. Let's just go ahead and, so when you're in there, in the dashboard, would you register your email, your membership email? Just put in your email in there and activate it, and then we'll see what yours says. And I need to ask, new file, new window, and we're going to open. So this one is release manager. This one MCP-for-j. Version 2 is available. Do this here. Okay. All right, here we go. Fix patch. Plan MCP. Okay. Is up and available on the cybersolve.com site via release manager. I checked the update site info, and when click it shows an older version. Put that in there. Get that sorted. And I do have the have installed. Okay, so membership expired, renew below to restore pro access. Okay, great. Okay, so that means what I can do is I'll do this off screen. I'm going to go to users, and I'm going to open. All right, I'm going to go to users in here, and okay, I also need to just see here. All right, let me just look here. Okay, there you go. Can't update, membership expired. All right, so that's good. There's your address there, Bjorn. So I will then. Okay, I'm going to go into here. Now, here's the trick, Bjorn. I have added you to the group. So now, if you go back, and I think if you refresh, hopefully it will show that you have an active membership. If it still shows that you can't, then I need to tweak something into the latest version here. But you could also deactivate locally and then activate your membership again. So first, if you wouldn't mind trying reloading, then that would be refreshing and seeing if that updates. That would be good. Otherwise, I may need to add a button. To that. And then Ivor. If you're using Ivor, your do it right address is what's registered. So I'm going to go here and assign you to that. So when you go to register, you should be able to still same message after refresh. Okay, so then Bjorn, just for now, deactivate locally and then re-register, and I think that will work. And then I'm going to tell release manager here. Boy, this is great. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to say this. When people have registered, oh, this is an MCP. I'm in the wrong one. I'm in the wrong one. Let's see what it's saying here. Okay. Okay, good. That's okay, cache. When people register their put an email in and go pro membership activation, if they don't have an active membership, oh, that's not even listening to me. There we go. When people activate the pro membership activation, then they get a status. So let's suppose that they have an expired membership that needs to be renewed. They go and renew. There's even refreshing the page, it is not getting the latest version of their membership. So we need a button where the user, after making a change in their membership profile, can click to re-authenticate or update activation connection or whatever should be there. So add that button. Okay, so we're working on yarn. Also, when you update a version in Release Manager, don't create a new package. Just update the existing package, change the information. I don't want to have multiple versions of packages available right now. Okay, great. You uninstalled, reinstalled, now it's activated. Okay, good. And you just use the deactivate locally button. So hopefully. All right, so I think the next thing to try then would be to go to browse the MCP add-ons and try the different install things. By the way, this catalog uses the core Joomla installer for putting in and putting out. And I think the next thing, once we get this working, I think I would like to try to add a new add-on and see if it just shows up by refreshing the catalog, because this is on a 24-hour cache here, but that would be cool to see if that works. Oh, an error has occurred. Zero class Joomla folder not found. Okay. What what did you try to install there? Browse add-on. Oh, okay. Browse add-on. Okay, let's go down the side here. Okay, release manager, no MCP-for-j. Mobile oh, mobile MCP-for-j. Where are you? MCP-for-j. Why can't I see it? It's there. All right, this is go home dashboard. Components. MCP or browse. Browse add-ons. So, okay, browse MCP add-ons. Okay, Ivor, what, so it installed, you couldn't find it. There is nothing to find. It just means that when you use MCP-for-j, that is one of the add-ons that is available for it to use. Yeah, so all right, so Bjorn, your error, an error has occurred. Zero class Joomla is a folder not found. And that's when you went to the browse add-on. Interesting. All right. It does not show in the Joomla dashboard. Which dashboard do in here? Or administrator on website? Yes, that is it. Is it showing up? It is showing up here when you browse MCP add-ons, correct? Yeah. Okay. Good. And do you have Akeeba backup installed? Oh, yeah. So add-ons is not browse MCP add. It doesn't show in Joomla. Where does it not show in Joomla? Okay. If I put this in here, oh, in components. Oh yeah, the menu item is not showing. Yeah, that's really odd. I just couldn't find it. If you go down for MCP for Joomla, so you don't have that there. Let's go to J6 basic Joomla. Let's go here. We're gonna go components, stage it, rebuild the staging. Oh, you have that? Okay. You have that. So when you click on it, it expands to the two things. And go to dashboard here. First, select components, MCP for Joomla. You see that, yeah. Dashboard is the only thing that works for you. Interesting. Okay. Well, let me install it on this extension here, and let's see. Bjorn, if I'm wondering what debug and error would report on that. Let me just make this here and we'll see. Now, I do have, let's close this. Okay, go Bob here. Now, on this test, I'm going to make this and make it renewable. All right, so back here, if I refresh, oh, that automatically renewed there for me. Okay. And then let's go to MCP-for-j. Let's do that. Save. And go refresh. Well, now it's automatically working there. Okay, let's log in. System, install extensions. I'm going to put that there. And go components, MCP-for-j. Ah, I bet you this is a Joomla 6 thing. All right. All right, thank you for testing that then. So let's go system, global configuration, system, debug, server, maximum, save. And then we're going to go components. Okay. All right, that's going to be helpful right there. So let's see. Oh, that's not what I want. We're going to go to here, and this is MCP. New package. This one's okay. I installed the latest version, and even before the button. Now when I refresh the page, each time I refresh the page, it automatically updates. Did you change something there? And then I'm going to say this. Also, testers who have installed this on the Joomla 6 site are finding this when they click on the button to browse the add-ons. Is there a way? Let's make this both Joomla 5 and Joomla 6 native. Is there a way for that? And Ivor, you're using J6 too. And do you get that error with the dashboard? We'll see. We'll get this latest thing here. All right, now while that is calculating there, let's go system, open a new cache, clear cache, delete all, and then let's go here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Control Shift R, and it updates the latest version that's there. Okay. Interesting. Are both of those Joomla 6 sites, Bjorn? Okay, they're both 6.11. Okay. 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 I'll do this test here. So this will work on J5 native and J6 native. So I want to make sure. Okay. All right. Add what we've learned about that to the Joomla brain. And also, is there anything else in this package that similarly needs to be changed so that it works in both J5 native and J6 native? Okay. And Release Manager has the same thing. All right. Well, I really appreciate you guys helping with that. Okie dokie do. All right, auto refresh on every page load should be throttled. Pro recheck seconds. Default 24 hours. Let me check the live parameters, see if it's 0. Test mode. Okay. Yeah, man, it's like fixing something that shouldn't. I wanted to have it cached so that it only checks every. It's not every time someone works. It's not just bombing on the server. So I'm gonna get this version happening here. I go to content and articles and go to MCP. I don't have release manager on here yet. Okay. Hello, Yanis. How are you? And Ivra's not working on 5.4.6 either. Okay. Yanis, so just releasing my extension. Well, I did it last week, MCP-for-j. So it turns your Joomla site into an MCP server. So you don't have to install it in your AI account or on your computer. You just have to give the Joomla API, and then it can access directly on there. And then today, oh, you added Release Manager. Didn't see it in components. Yeah. Well, Release Manager, I don't have that out yet. So Release Manager would be if you had an extension that you were going to release and sell. And I don't have that quite ready yet. So that'll be one that I need to add soon. I have to get it working though, because that's going to be a pro only one. But I'll be happy to have you test it. It's better than some of the release manager things out there that issue download IDs, but it still is a bit involved. What do you mean? What should the endpoint be? Yes, no, it is there on MCP, and my purpose is so that people know that it exists. So that they know that they can buy it. So, yeah, I'll clarify that in there. So, oh, I see. Okay, endpoint. Where are you getting that? Is that because is that because you're trying? How are you getting that code, Ivor? Because what you want to do, Ivor, with that is this. You're going to, you see it in the MVP dashboard, MCP dashboard. Oh, endpoint. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I gotcha. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's not there. Okay. Well, let's just ask MCP, what is the purpose? We're going to ask that right now. Thank you for finding that. MCP. What is the purpose of the MCP endpoint? It's displayed in the back end. When I click on it, I get an error. Let's just see. Oh, where was that? We'll see. Now, we do have the latest version. So let's go System, Install Extensions. Put that in there. This is the Joomla 6 site. Components. MCP for Joomla. Browse. And that works. Okay, so next, what I need to do then is go back here. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, tested on Joomla 6 and it is working. So let's bump the version and do a release 2.0.2 and then update it to the cybersalt.com site through Release Manager, remembering that you're editing the existing one, not creating a new package. All right. So, Ivor, here's what it says. The endpoint is for the URL and MCP client is the URL and MCP client that connects to in order to call the MCP tools. Install exposes list articles, manage modules, install The client speaks JSON RPC2 over HTTP post with a bare Joomla token. Server response. Why giving 404? It's registered as post only. 2 ways to make this less confusing. UI fix. Render the URL in the dashboard as a copyable text field with a for MCP clients only hint, not as a clickable link. Add a get handler too. Register a second route on get that returns a friendly. Yes, let's do the, okay. Let's do both 1 and 2 and 2. All right. Okay, so we're going to put a fix in. That's great. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully. I don't know if we're gonna get that. I'll get that updated working in Joomla 6 for you, Bjorn. We'll do that now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it on the site as a release thing yet, but okay. Alrighty. No, you don't have to generate a new API for each site. Oh, yes, you do. Yes. each Joomla, it's the Joomla API for your super user administrator, your super user account. That's the API for that site. So yeah, each site it's installed, you want to have a different API. Hello, Julie. Good to see you. Just working away, troubleshooting some things to get the MCP-for-j catalog working. All right. So all right, it's coming along here. Yanis used to do this by hand. Yanis, you must be using, are you using AI for uploading your new versions and such? Here's the new version, just about done here. We go here. Components MCP for Joomla dashboard. I can put in Bob at cybersalt.com. Activate Pro. And then browse. Everything is there. Okay. If I go to System, Update Sites, there's MCP 2. All right. No, I see it's adding a new package. No, it will update. It will update using the updater, Bjorn. And we're going to try that right now. We're going to try that right now. All right, so 2.3 is there. Excellent. That worked well. That automatically update. Good, but you don't need to click that because we're going to go to update and we're going to go to MCP for Joomla. All right, so yeah, so if I go into here and go System, Update Extensions, check for updates. System, Manage Extension, MCP. This is version 2.0.2. But if I go to System, Extend, Update Sites, click that, 2.0.3, it's just because it caches. So 2.0.3 is there. Update sites, System, Update Extensions, check for updates. Check for updates again. All right, so it is there. It's just not showing. But Bjorn, if you go, so if that's not showing for you, because this somehow gets cached somewhere, I have to look for it. For speed's sake, let's do this. Use GitHub for updates. Yes, but I want to use the package manager for these pro ones, and that's yeah, that's see. But I think that that's a caching thing, anyways. But here, I'll give you that link again. So you can download version 3, and that should work there for you. All right. Well, that was a big find. And then we also have Release Manager. Okay. I'm going to go to here, File, Open New Window, and then I'm going to open a folder, GitHub. GitHub, and then mod article callout. No, I think I've got Max in here. Oh, there we go. Select it is reported that this is not working on Joomla 6. Let's make this Joomla 5 and Joomla 6 native. Refer to the Joomla brain. Now it works on the buggy site too. Good. I don't know what your buggy site is, but Good. All right. So I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to tidy up here because I want to keep things moving for those of you who are watching. Bored out of your gourd. All right, let's see. When a new release is put out, the update sites don't always, the Joomla updater doesn't always see the new release right away. What can be done to make that happen? So that as soon as a new release comes out, the Joomla updater sees it each time. We will see what we can do there. All right. It's a quiet day. I was sitting around waiting for AI to do its stuff. In the meantime, I do have open in Real Explorer. I have this Joomla 6 site here. Manage extensions, install extensions. There's a problem there. Let's see. Bjorn, this articles module maxed. You say it's not working on Joomla 6. Is it just not the count that's not working? Or it's just not skipping the number of articles? Or is it just not showing up? Oh, not seeing the option in the module. Okay. All right. All right, I see. The other issue is that the options are just not showing up in the article, are not being added. They aren't visible for selecting in Joomla 6. There are two cache layers in play, and only one of them is on your side. Here's what's actually happening. Layer 1, between CS Release Manager and the installed site. Okay. Your side and any CDN or proxy. Your API update XML endpoint currently sends no cache control headers. So Cloudflare or any intermediate proxy may cache the XML. That can make a fresh release invisible for as long as the cache holds. Fix. Add cache control, no cache, no store, must reevaluate, response. Cheap and low risk, about 3-line change. Thank you, Bjorn. Bjorn, are you taking off? Okay. Okay, early posting, good. And yeah, if you guys haven't hit the like button on the video, please do. Sites you manage just already check for updates MCP tool that triggers a refresh. Okay, and so for the sites that I'm managing through Release Manager, is there something I can put in there which will help with the issue? But for now, go ahead, do number 1 and number 2. And you say we're saving as a release ritual. Can we automate that? And as far as number 4 go, does that violate open source somehow by pinging registered installations? All right, we're working on it. All right, when I open system plugins, CyberSalt system articles max. All right, let's see this. If I open system plugins CyberSalt, system plugins, CyberSalt system articles modules maxed, are the field labels completely missing, blank, or showing as raw constants? No, labels are there. Completely absent. Is the module edits skip first end articles field? New articles. Is the skip First N articles feel completely absent or visible but unlabeled. No, it's visible. Okay, let's see what's going on here. In Joomla Extension Manager, you have System MCP for Joomla Akeeba Backup add-on, but no label in the admin menu. Okay, are you looking? So Ivor, what do you want to see in the admin menu? The thing for the Akeeba backup? And Bjorn, by the way, in MCP for Joomla, it should not show the core. Oh yeah. So Akeeba, okay, Akeeba backup is not. None of the add-ins will show up in Ivor. None of the add-ins will show up in the control in the link in the side. You just won't see them. There's no purpose. There's nothing you can do with them. All they do is activate the rules that would activate the MCP for using that extension. Bjorn says, by the way, the MCP for Joomla, it should not show the core if pro is installed already. Okay, let's take a look at that and see. Oh, I see. If it should not show you're saying that it shouldn't show MCP add-on for Akeeba Backup Core? Oh, if the Pro is installed already. Oh, you mean if Akeeba Backup Pro is installed? Is that what you mean? Okay, yes. So if you're using Akeeba Backup Pro, you would be able to do the core things with MCP. There will be eventually an MCP add-on for Akeeba Backup Pro, which will be a Pro extension. And I guess I have to figure out how to offer those. Because the MCP with the extra features for Akeeba Backup Pro will be available in the MCP Pro. So this is not, and this is helpful for me helpful feedback. This is actually not showing what version of Akeeba Backup is installed. It is showing what version of the MCP is installed. Yes. And so then over here for MCP, browse MCP add-ons. Here, nothing else will ever be listed there. So this will be helpful this is all helpful feedback for me to communicate with people what is there. And I imagine if there is a pro when I have a pro MCP, the MCP for Akeeba Backup Pro, we can I'll have to figure that out. So Bjorn, you don't have in Joomla 6 in module, you don't have skip first N articles down at the bottom here. I'm just reading here. Previous code reached an event's underlying argument array via so with these changes, will this work on Joomla 6 and Joomla 5 both natively? Yeah, so how to start a backup. Let's give it a try. Bjorn, I will show you. Let's go to, okay, let's go over here to components, MCP for Joomla dashboard. I have that there. All right, browse MCP. Whoops. No temporary error there. Akeeba backup is installed. So I'm going to go to the dashboard. And I'm going to copy this prompt. And then I'm going to open up Claude. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to paste that prompt. Run a start an Akeeba backup of that site. And just for now, I'm going to set use only MCP for J, which is installed. The reason I'm saying that is because I've got things set up to access that site. Now, the other thing too is, remember, you need to go to settings and do this in whatever AI that you're using, and go to capabilities, and then scroll down and add the domain that you're working on to allowed domains, additional allowed domains. Otherwise, it won't work. All right, but now we can do this. We can go to Akeeba backup. And we will go manage backups. Oh, I got a couple that have failed here. So let me just trash those. And if it's running, once it's running, we should be able to see it here. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll connect to your site's MCP endpoint, find the right Akeeba tool, kick off the backup. And I'll go ahead without a prompt. Yeah, all right, clear now. There's one profile, default backup profile, kicking it off and driving it to completion. And now if we go refresh, we just have to watch to see. So it says, I'll drive the loop through curl instead, which already proved good against this endpoint. Okay, so I got a little fact here. Okay. And then we'll just watch and see if it's starting. There we go. Now it's running. Right here we see. Now let's see what this is doing here. Now this is helpful for me too, because we got a little error here. And Okay, you don't see that option in the module. Okay. So let's just refresh this here. It says it's still, it looks like it's running, so. Okay, we'll see what's happening there. All right, so now we're going to go to here. Yes, drop that and I will test. All right, let's see here. Okay, we're going to go close, system, install extensions. Sorry, install extension. All right, I'm gonna push that to okay, yeah, we let's commit and push that. That's a really update that to version 1.2.0, and we'll push it, commit and push it to GitHub. Okay, now we'll get this to you and see if that works. Here's our backup, which is continuing. Claude. Okay. That's running our backup there, Ivor. Let's go to GitHub. And go to CS articles maxed. Push. Yes, I have tested it. So do everything that we do when we bump the Joomla version, when we bump a version, and then push that one to GitHub. Claude was waiting for me to tell that it worked. You're struggling with setting up the connector. Are you using Claude desktop, Ivor? the first challenge is to get whatever AI you're using to accept the prompt and actually go and connect to the website. Yeah, okay. Are you using it in the browser? Okay. It doesn't. Let's try it in the browser. Okay, if I go like this, I'm gonna put that post in there. No, let's just do it. Let's try it this way. I'm gonna copy this. I'm just gonna copy that and paste that right in there. All right, so let's see what it sees. All right, so all right. Regarding the permanent MCP connector section, since you are on Claude.ai Web, the relevant path for you would be Settings, Connectors, Add Custom Connector using. Okay, so what it's saying is what we should do is go here, Settings, Connectors, and move to Customize, add a connector, a custom connector, the URL is this. Okay. The authorization bearer is this. And I will. Okay. I'm going to put that in post, both of those. Let's see. Didn't type that very well. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go claude.ai. Yeah, that's see, and you have a Claude account, right, Ivor? If you have a paid Claude account, and this is why I made this so that you can just use your desktop. This we'll have to experiment a bit more with. Yeah, Pro account. Yeah, use Claude Desktop. All you have to do is add the domain and it will work. This web thing is an added complication. I'll have to experiment to see, but yeah, try the desktop for now. These other things I'll have to try somewhere down the road. I'll experiment with it, but let's see how our backup's doing. Well, it's still going away slowly here. Let's go to our GitHub. Okay, the GitHub, Bjorn, the latest. Okay, 1.2 is there for you to test. All right, and in fact, if we go to here, system, you need to use the name authorization and the Teddy Bear API key. Key bear. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll look into that. I'll look into that another time. I'll work on that. Yeah, so Ivor in the desktop. In Claude Desktop, what you want to do is go down to Settings, go at the bottom left, go to Settings, and then you're going to go to Connectors. It'll tell you it's moved to Customize. You know, they moved it to Customize, but it's not, Customize is not here. And then, just a sec. Click there, Settings, Capabilities. Go to Capabilities, scroll down, add your domain to the allowed domain. Once you do that, you have to open a new chat. You can't try it again in the existing chat. Okay, so this diagnostic test failed. This one here is running. $131, $201. So this backup is running. Manual backup via cs-mp for Claude. So there must have been some issue going on here. Let's see what was... Seems to be running. I did close the window, so oh, there you go. It did run. Okay. All right. Bjorn, I trust that you are testing that article module maxed to make sure those settings are showing. Still not working in the module. No. Guess, and that's underneath module tab because we've got exclude. Articles to exclude. Skip first end articles. So when you say it's not working in the module, it's just not showing. It's not showing you that option at the bottom there. Interesting, and yet it is on mine, so I wonder what the deal is there. I don't know what to say. If you want to send me an email with the advanced module manager. Oh, I wonder. Let's see. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's go system, site modules, article, go new, articles. And articles, oh yeah, it's not, you're right. Okay. That's what it is. Because if I go cancel, and go to Options, show the switch, save and close, switch to the core, make a new articles. Oh, and it is there. Okay. Excellent. Good find. Okay, well, let's solve that. In this website, the field that shows skip first and no, come on. The field that shows skip first and articles does not show if the site is using Regular Labs Advanced Module Manager. I have that installed on this site. Go and test. Okay. I'm just going to give Claude. Here is the Joomla API for that site. All right, so here's what Claude has found. That fixes to accept any form name ending in .module. So right now the plugin was hard coded to work with Joomla's module manager. So now we got a fix coming here. All right. We'll have that working soon, I think, it sounds like. Crunching away here. Oh my goodness, I gotta somehow turn on extension manager. Let's see. Anywhere and anywhere. System plugins. Oh, that's not it. Close. No. Close. Oh, the only way to turn it on is reinstall it again? Okay. I mean, you can, like, watch. If I do this, install extensions, install from web, extension manager, and then we put this in here and install is extension manager. Then we can go to components, Regular Labs extension manager. And then we can go to the component. And then watch, I can go article. Let's try this. Now we'll go new article. And it's not at the bottom. So that's how to do that. So then I'm going to go system, install extensions, upload package file. And then if I go Control Shift and R, then it shows up. So that's the fix. Thanks, Bjorn. That was a good find. All right, so I will do that and say tested and it works. Oh, come on now. Tested and it works. So that's yeah. So that's make that an official version, and we will push and commit it to GitHub. All right. And if we go to changelog, we're going to see Regular Labs compatibility. Hey, no problem. That was fun. And I gotta, if we're going to make this stuff, we want to try to have it support it. Now, I'm also going to add this to my site. But first, I need a logo for it. Okay. In anticipation of adding this to the cybersalt.com site, let's pick a logo for this plugin, and let's also run it through My Dream for every Joomla extension, and then I will pick a logo for it, and then we'll get going and adding things. All right. Yeah. Well, everybody, Ivor, did you get things going there? Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, and just drop me an email with some screenshots or whatever. Oh, there you go, and a couple links. You haven't shared any links in a long time, so yeah, we'll check those out. All right. So if you're good, Ivor, I think Bjorn, I'm going to stick around to make sure that that's working on your site. Yes, I am happy with the existing logo. All right. Well, then let's bring this back here. And I think with that, we will wrap things up. Thanks, everybody. That was a bit of a session today, but we did get some things done, and I'm happy that MCP-for-j is released, and also that the catalog is released. And I learned some things along the way, and that would be good for clarifying. And it's working now, Bjorn. That's awesome. Excellent. Yeah, so we'll wrap things up there and continue along. I hope you have a good evening where you are, whatever. Well, as usual, I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, evening, afternoon, or tomorrow, that you are well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.